Hi, this is Kerry with a quick and informal discussion of how an Amazon accountability group can help you skyrocket your profits on Amazon. And I've only asked you to watch the first 7 minutes of this presentation, so I've got to talk fast. We're going to talk about the who, what, when, where, why, and how of Amazon accountability groups, though not necessarily in that order. More particularly, we're going to help you know if a group is for you, and then if it is, we'll talk about the next steps. So what is the Amazon Accountability Group? It's kind of like your personal board of directors for your Amazon business, and you know that every successful company on the entire planet has one. So why don't you? What makes you think that you can grow your business from step to step to step, from level to level to level, without the guidance and the roadmap that something similar to a board of directors will provide you? An Amazon accountability group uses the concept that more minds are better than one, or said another way, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. It's a group of 4 to 6 people that are at similar levels in their business growth, and this is very important. If you're a $1 million seller, we're going to pair you up with people at that level. On the other hand, if you're relatively new at this, we're going to pair you up with people who are mostly relatively new at this so that everybody can help and teach each other. Because like-mindedness and group harmony are critical to the success of the group. The group meets virtually, either weekly or biweekly, to help each other solve problems and build their businesses. And most importantly, the focus of the group is on big picture things like setting and reaching goals, expansion decisions, hiring decisions, financing decisions, scaling your business, and so on. So we leave the more specific questions, such as, oh, what brand of box tape should I be using? We leave that to the Facebook groups. When you can help a member of the group solve his or her problem, then your own solutions become more obvious. But if they don't, the group will metaphorically kick you in the butt until they do. And I can tell you personally, because I've had this experience, I'm going through this experience now, that being a member of this type of group can be the basis for lifelong friendships with friends whose only desire in the entire world is to help you make more money. I don't know about you, but I could use a few more friends like that. So who should be in an Amazon accountability group? Well, you should, if you get it. Hey, and by the way, you know that I sponsor a Facebook group. I love the Facebook groups. But if you get it, that they will answer specific questions, but they will not, because it's not their job, they will not take responsibility for helping you propel your business forward. You should become a member if you actually do want to move your business forward. You should become a member if you have at least a modest amount of capital or credit to invest in your business. I'm sorry, but if you're brand new at this, you don't even have a couple dollars to buy inventory and you can barely make rent, probably Amazon is not the home for you, and definitely one of these groups is not the right place for you. You should become a member if you understand that you can do this alone. People who are trying to sell you something will tell you that you can't do it alone, but that's bunk. You can do it alone. What you can't do is achieve the synergy that a group can help you achieve, because the two are mutually exclusive. You should be in a group if you're willing to commit 1 to 2 hours a week to working on your business, not in it. And you should be in a group if you're willing to help others build their businesses without feeling that they owe you something, but at the same time knowing that they're approaching it exactly the same way, which is we're all in this together. What goes around comes around. What's the when of an Amazon accountability group? We have several existing groups running right now, and they don't need new members because they're doing just fine. But we're in the process of forming a few more, and at this posting, there are 5 openings in the groups that we're forming. If you apply, and if you're accepted, and if we find a proper group for you to join, your first meeting will be in less than a month. So don't apply unless you're ready to go. Where? Where can you live? Where do you meet? So you say you live in Timbuktu and you still want to join? Well, not really, but Maybe you live in some far corner of the United States or Canada. We have a lot of members in the UK. We have some in the Netherlands. We have some in Europe, throughout Europe, Greece, Philippines, Singapore. We have members everywhere. So one of them wants to join? Welcome. We're glad to have you. No worries. We're going to try to match up people who are no more than 3 time zones apart. But there are some members that have few time constraints, such as they're retired, Amazon is all they do. And if you have few time constraints, it makes it easier for us to match you up with someone that may be a little further apart because you will really like meeting with folks that are not exactly the same as you, meeting with folks whose challenges are different than yours. Leave the Facebook for the small questions. This is for the big picture questions. Meetings are held virtually, in other words, via conference call, either weekly or bi-weekly. The group decides, so your physical location is really not a problem. Why should you join a group? Here's the thing. You really don't actually have to join one if you're perfectly happy with the level your business is at and you really don't care if it moves forward. But if you want to grow, and if you know that the Facebook groups just aren't quite enough, and if you aren't ready for the expense of a personal consultant coach, by the way, we offer that too, and it's good and it works, but it's not cheap. So if you need something in the middle, this is probably for you. How much does it cost? Facebook groups are usually free. We love them. Ours is free, AMZN Mastermind. But honestly, you usually get what you pay for. Coaching consulting costs in the low hundreds to several thousand a month. And frankly, most of them, including ours, are probably worth it, but they're a giant commitment. So, if you want to be somewhere in the middle in the Amazon Accountability Group, there is a one-time fee to join that covers our costs in structuring the group, chartering it, putting it together, organizing it, having the first meeting with you, and so on. It's $250 if you want to join a UK-specific group, which we'll be happy to do. We don't necessarily recommend it. Of course, you have to be in the UK for this to apply. We don't necessarily recommend it. We certainly don't require it. Or if you're willing to join a heterogeneous group, $200. That might include US, Canada, other mixed geographies and time zones, and so on. But we really, 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 really want to fill out these 5 openings quickly. So if you're one of the first 5 to apply and you're accepted, and we can put you in an appropriate group, then the fee will be reduced to $200 if it's UK specific, or $150 if it's a heterogeneous group. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, well, maybe I shouldn't apologize. I don't have a long-winded sales letter that you have to read. I don't have an hour-and-a-half webinar that you have to attend in order to get all excited before you can check the box that you're going to buy the product or service that we're offering, because we're not really selling anything. This is a valuable opportunity that the members actually run. We just help organize it for you. There really are 5 openings. If you're ready to go, all I ask is that you fill in your name and email address below on this page. You may need to minimize this picture if you maximized it. And I'll send you a quick questionnaire by email to see if we have the right fit for you. And then we'll get back to you promptly after that. What else? What are you missing? That really is it. Thank you very much for your time. Again, just give me your name and email below. Fill out the questionnaire when I send it to you, and I'll let you know within a few days if we have a good fit for you. Thank you very much.